I'm going to just try to turn it over and see what it does. That's just it.
Yeah, swaps and stuff, rims big as monster trucks, wide harnesses, yeah, boy, we stock 'em up. Hit subscribe so you know you stay in the loop. Hit the bell, new videos coming soon.
Well, we back at it again, guys. We back at it again. See what this is? 2013, 14, 11, 12, 8, 7. Doesn't matter. You see that webbing underneath her? You know what that webbing means? That means DOD. Displacement on demand, variable valve timing, active fuel management, whatever it is they call it. We getting rid of that. And we're going to have something else going on in here. So we'll come back periodically of me working on this. Y'all seen me do them before. You know, this is not my first rodeo. As my daily, right there we did the DOD. Baja we did a DOD, and I've done 3 more that I didn't even do on the channel. You know what I mean? So we just trying to knock him back, get it taken care of, and knock him back. But man, there's a whole lot of wires. Of course, y'all know that when it comes to this new stuff, there's a lot of wires. And I mean a lot of wires. A lot of unplugging. A lot of that. This one here is going with some speed engineering long tubes, which kind of makes my life a little easier, especially when it comes to getting these headers or manifolds off. When you do a DOD, the head's got to come off, and these manifolds sometimes get in the way. Best way, easiest way to do is drop the whole exhaust manifold and let it be gone, and then be out the way. But being that we're doing a DOD, manifolds off, about to come off, intake off, spark plugs out, pull this front cover, rotate the motor, top dead center, and get to it. As you can see, this is a VVT setup here. All this has to come, well, this don't have to unplug, but we have to unplug it from the bottom of the cover down there. Got several 10mm bolts got to get to underneath there. Valve cover bolts, 8mm rockers, push rods, all that good stuff. Got to pull all that out, and then we'll be ready, man. We'll be ready. So stages. It works in stages. Works in stages. Probably gonna go ahead and pull this front cover off next. Get that off. Get it out of the way. I'll take and zip. Oh, I'll take and zip tie this back, because the power steering pump does not have to come all the way off. Just need to clear it. I just need a little bit of clearance right here. And then, of course, the wires. Wish I can get them up out of the way like so. But as soon as I do, I may need to reposition or something. But we in here now, man. Manifolds, heads, all that good stuff. We in here, so let's get to it, baby. I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but the one on the left is a number 1. The one on the right is a 3-cylinder. Number 1. Look at, I don't see. You see how the the little crystallization on there? You probably can't see it, but number 1 looks like something's going on in there, and that is a DOD cylinder. Number 1. I mean, it's got. I mean, y'all can see it or not, man. I'm trying to. Will that help? That's worse, man. Number 1's bad. So it's got something going on in that number 1 cylinder, and that's a DOD cylinder. The ones that are always dropping out. So 7 look the same way. It's actually worse. I mean, it's got some crystallization going on in there compared to a regular spark plug. Okay, y'all. Tore apart. Scraped off, tore apart, scraped off. And we're gonna go ahead and go ahead and put the cam in and put my lifters in, and then after that I can put my head gaskets on. But I gotta change these springs first. So we're gonna go ahead and swap these springs out real quick, and then the heads will be ready to go on. So I got them clean on the bottom side. I'm gonna spray this front side out, let it drain off, and go from there. Now that the heat has subsided, yes, it's dark. That's, you know, that's how it gets down around here. We're going to Texas Speed Chopacabra in the 5.3. Let's get it. Yes, sir. It's always ultra slick, as always. Engine lube, assembly lube. So go ahead and put this in there. Put my lifters in, lifter trays, head gaskets, and you know, reverse the process, man. Reverse the process. You know, I've dabbled in a couple of these, man, and I always say a prayer. You know, always say a prayer while trying to do these, man. And just like this one as well, you got to say a prayer. So, hey, man, be blessed. I'm not even in the video, but I'm saying stay blessed. Okay, we got a tote full of old parts, some new boxes of parts, old bolts. I'm gonna make sure that he gets all that, you know, make sure he gets all that. And then we got head bolts and heads in and springs in. And yeah, we slow motion, but we motion. All right, ain't there all the way back together, man. Cam sensor, didn't have one. Valve cover gaskets, need new ones. So long tubes ain't gonna work. Reason why they ain't gonna work, don't have the crossover pipe, the wire pipe. So we're gonna put the factory exhaust in there until he gets the wire pipe, and then boom, done. So that's where we at. All the way back together, and yes, the sun is back up. All the way back together. Ran into a couple issues on certain things. You know, like I said, we wasn't gonna be able to reuse the, what do we call it? The long tubes, because we don't have the wire pipe, and furthermore, the spark plug wires wasn't gonna work. So we're gonna get the first start up here. I haven't done anything to the ECM yet. So my main thing, I'm going to just try to turn it over and see what it does. That's just it. All right, man. Yeah, man. Got it all back together. But you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm doing? Looks like I'm taking it back apart. Why? Because of the O-ring. I think I slit the O-ring somehow, man. I put these together the same way. Nothing no different than any other time that I've ever done it. But this time, I got 20 PSI oil pressure. That is not enough. 20 is not enough. So therefore, we're going to put another O-ring on it and pray that we got it right. So the people want to know what exactly was going down with the truck and why I had to take it all the way back apart again. Well, we had no oil pressure, and after 2 oil pumps, I've put 2 different oil pumps on. A Melling high volume, we didn't have any pressure. Well, we had 20 from jump, and then I thought something was wrong with the pump, so I go buy another pump. Once I go get the other pump, it has 0, 0, 0, 0. I put it in 3 different times. I've put this one in 3 different times. So in a total, I've put the oil pumps in 3 times, 6 times total, and 2 different oil pumps. So what I'm looking for is oil pressure, and and I've been at this way too long. I've done this one too many times. So, you know, for me to get stumped the way I did, it just is, it's heart-wrenching. It's heart-wrenching because it's like, yo, you've done this, you've been here, but see that bad boy right there? You see that bad boy right there? Huh? That's what we want right there. Man, I got a mess from all get out. All because of, or was it the installer? Needless to say, this was a pre-opened oil pump box. O-ring still good. Receipt still in it. It's definitely going back. Why would that be the case? I've put it in one too many times and never seen oil pressure. But we got oil pressure now. All right, here we go. Here we go. This is what we're getting. Hood open. Washer fluid. Engine power reduced. Well, and now I'm getting nothing. Here I was bragging about, we don't need the jump box. I guess we do. See if we can get the start of this Chupacabra. Man, truth be known, it's called this truck. Good truck. Beautiful truck. Went together like it's supposed to, but all the problems that I had with this truck could have been avoided. Most of it's self-induced, but some of it wasn't, you know? So when it comes to working on some of these, man, it just be, ooh-wee, man. I'm serious. Ooh-wee. This is the first drive since the cam swap, so take it down through here, and we do have an engine light, but that will go off. Several startups, I think that engine light will go off. Have to go back through and check to see what exactly it is, but all right, y'all, got the Harley loaded up, went for a ride in him, and once again my HB Tuners has took a dive. Dead, done, and gone. So I can't even do anything more. I can't do nothing else more with my HB Tuner. This time it had nothing to do with water or anything. It just decided, hey, I'm done. Chopper Cabra, Texas Speed.